Hospitality Queens with your favorite two hospitality gurus. I'm Erin,
What up? It's Whitney.
and welcome back to another episode. Hey, y'all.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Have you been
back.
watching P Valley?
I finally watched it. Yes.
I
Yes.
haven't gotten through the first episode yet, so I've kind of sort of watched it.
Yeah, I finally just got through. Maybe what is today? Oh my gosh, it's all crumbling down. I feel like I was doing it like while I was like rolling silverware and stuff, watching.
Mm.
I
Oh,
was
you
like,
watch on your phone? You're a phone watcher?
I do.
Got
That's
it.
actually
Got
probably
it.
the
Got
most
it.
time I watch stuff is on my
Mm.
phone. Cause like sometimes like when I'm home, like I'm like always doing something or something. So like, I can get like if I'm cleaning or something like or doing my
Mm-hmm.
laundry, it's the most time I watch it. But I don't really
Mm-hmm.
watch like a lot. But solely a phone watcher.
Yeah, I've never really watched things on my phone other than YouTube.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't have time. Like when I do find the time, I fell asleep. I fell asleep on it, so that's why I
Yeah.
didn't finish. Not because it wasn't good, I
Mm-hmm.
just didn't finish. So hopefully I get to finish it or watch. I feel like there should be 3 episodes by now, I think, or two or three.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I like to binge anyway, so I'm not even
Mm-hmm.
mad at it. Yeah, so I can go the whole season without watching on time, and then
Yeah.
I can just watch it all.
Yeah.
I'll just have a
Same.
day.
Because
Yeah.
the suspense be killing me anyway. Because like I'm already like
Mhm.
okay. I feel like I kind of know where the storyline is gonna go at this point. But
Mhm.
yeah, you're right. Like I'll try to watch something when I'm going to sleep because that's when you're trying to relax and it puts you to sleep. Like I'd be sleep
Yeah.
quick. I'd be sleep
Yeah.
quick. So
So shout out to P Valley, Uncle Cliff.
hey, shout girl, wait till you get into it, honey. Cliff showing out. Cliff showing
He
out.
been showing out. I saw something today that said, "I want my man to look at me like Lil Murda looked at Cliff through the window," and I was like, "I don't know what y'all talking about yet, but I concur. I want my man to look at me like that too. So whatever it is, I
It's a lot of
receive. I want
eyes.
that.
You know what
Yeah.
not a spoiler alert, but it's just kind of showing like the romance to things, like
Hmm.
because they're really, they're kind of going through their thing, but like how you actually romance to get something back. And I like that because I feel like
Yeah.
you know, when you're trying to spin the block, shall I say,
Hmm.
sometimes it can be just really dry and bland. I think the more effort and like the cool and different things that you do, that block spinning might be spinning good.
Yeah, and I feel like who doesn't want to be like chased or like sought after, you know?
Right.
So like yeah, you want that energy when you like cut someone off or like you break up or whatever and like the person doesn't try to like get you back or nothing is like easily to forget like
Yeah.
okay, cool, on to the next. But when they like
Mhm.
really try and like okay, I want you back even when it was like oh my god, that time with Cardi and Offset, he was like popping up to places. Da, da, da. It's annoying because like I don't want to see you right now, but then at the end of the day, it's like, dang, like you did all that, you were trying to do the most. Like I'm mad, but I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
another chance. So yeah,
Yeah, it's the persistence and like the thought into the persistence. I like
hmm
that.
I like it.
I like
I
that. So
like it.
cheers to that. We did some E40 wine. Did you
Hmm.
pop yours open?
Yeah.
Awesome. I got the red blend. It's called Earl Stevens. Very that name was already giving me something with the name.
Well, that's his name.
I know, but like to, just have it as the wine, it gave me like I don't know, it just made me feel away. So the taste didn't match how I felt the name was giving.
So what does it make you feel about the name?
Like it's just like it's like your brand. So I would seem that it would be like very bold, very like nice. I almost like kind of have it high up in like
Hmm.
the product, I guess you could say, because
Hmm.
you're putting your name on it versus like
Yeah.
you like kind of create, like whatever a different type of name for whatever spirit you want is a little less of a staple, I would say. So I got the red blend, and it's okay.
Hmm.
I've had better red blends.
Hmm.
It's just kind of like it has like a little bit of a bitter taste. It's not smooth,
Hmm.
not really smooth at
Hmm.
all. So I think that's kind of just a little bit of like a kind of vibe. I was super excited. The bottle looks nice. It looks very clean. It just looks very like royal less, and it didn't give me
Hmm.
that. It didn't give me that.
Mm. So my Total Wine didn't have the red blend. They had his other stuff, but I don't really like Moscatos. But this, I'm assuming, is like a Moscato. It's called Tropiscato, and I actually had to go to the liquor side to get it because it wasn't on the wine side. So it has higher alcohol percent, which is 18%. Um, so that was interesting to me because I was looking forever for it. And yeah, so that's why I couldn't find it. And I actually haven't even tried it yet. So I just poured the glass. So it's like looks like a rosé almost a little bit. So I was actually, even though like on Total Wine, they show you like what aisle it's on and everything, I really was looking at the rosés because I thought it would look rosé to me.
Yeah, it's very
But
cool.
it smells good. It's pretty sweet, but it has a kick to it. So I can tell the 18% in it. Still don't know why it's on the liquor side though. I mean, I get because of the percentage, but it's very much a wine.
Yeah, I want to say this red
I
blend is
don't
like
know.
14%, which I was like, okay, 14.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad wine. It's just really like so the name is Tropiscato, so it's just like a Moscato with like tropical flavors.
Boom.
Really what it is. So I feel like this is good for summer.
Yeah.
By the pool, at the beach, easy peas. Definitely with ice. Put your own fruit in it. Definitely a good base for a sangria.
Okay.
A litty sangria, because
Nice.
So yeah, I don't know. This would be a lit sangria. So moms, you having a play date with your friend and the kids, and you like Moscato, I would get this because it has more oomph to it. Has some fruits in there. You'll be set. So I don't mind it. I wouldn't buy it again because it's just not the type of wine that I drink. But this is something like my mom would like or something like that. Yeah. This is the mom. If you got a black mama, 50 and over, get her this.
That's the wine.
She gonna like this. She gonna like this.
Hey, y'all better come get these gifts, okay? Get that gift.
Yeah. So this is mom. This is mom wine. Over 50 mom wine. But yeah, like you said, like the bottle, like, is that bad? I mean, it's
just funny.
It's definitely like what do they call it? A niche? A niche?
Yeah, it's definitely a market for sure.
Yeah. So go to Total Wine, support E40. I mean, in his wine venture, he has some other ones. He has like a sparkling. Yes. It's like a peach sparkling something he had, and then he has a Moscato. So yeah, I've been wanting to try his wine for a while, and I just honestly forgot about it. So, but so far, out the celeb, Snoop, his is a red blend, right? So Snoop wins so far on the red blends.
Yeah.
That Snoop, there's a week. Snoop, I know Snoop. There's CBD. There's something in that wine. It does something to me every time. I need to actually buy some.
A whole case like over time,
Yeah, that wine is the shit. Shout out to Snoop. We fuck with you heavy. But there's something in that wine that just does something to my soul.
Heavy. Shout out to Snoop. Yeah, Snoop wins on the red blend. Just saying, hands down. Yeah, to give it to Uncle Snoop. Uncle Snoop. But shout outs to I went to Total Wine over here where I live, and I actually got to try other wines because I was working with a wine specialist. So with my sister, and she needed stuff, so I was like, I really didn't need anything, but I was like, I'm in here, I need to make this like useful. So that's when I got wine. But she was letting me try different wines.
Yeah.
Counter. So I tried the Sauvignon Blanc because I think we had the Pinot Grigio of the Mary wine. Right, we had the Pinot.
Yeah, we did.
And so I tried the Sauvignon Blanc because she had it in stock, like open, and I did not like it because I was like almost gonna be like, oh, we could do the other type of it because we just love Mary, but it don't hit the same. It don't hit the same. Like I don't know what she put in another one, But she did that on that one. That was
Yeah,
like
I
very
remember it
amazing.
saying that it didn't taste like a Pinot Grigio, but
No,
I don't like
no.
Sauvignon Blancs
Yeah,
either.
Pinot Gris.
So yeah,
Yeah, Sauvignon Blanc was Sauvignon Blancs.
with Sauvignon
It was
Blanc,
Sauvignon
it
Blanc,
was
and I'm like,
giving.
I get it, but it was such a hard pill to swallow. 'Cause I'm like the
The other
Pinot
one was so
Grigio was not
good.
my vibe either, but you did it so well. Like, what did we miss on this grape? Or maybe that's just
Yeah,
those grapes just ain't got no hope. I don't know.
yeah. I think that
Mm.
that's what it could be, or maybe we need to just dig deep in our Sauvignon Blanc
Yeah,
and
I'm willing to
try.
try. I'm willing to try and
Okay,
see. Because if
all
we don't
right.
like it, we could just make it to sangrias and teach you guys how to make sangrias when you don't like a wine. So
Yeah,
possibly a challenge. But if you guys have a recommendation, if you guys like a Sauvignon Blanc and you have a
tell us.
favorite, or like something we need to be knowing, if there's like a year that was extra good on that grape, I love to know that. So like hit
Yeah,
us up, size in the DMs, or email us because I would love to know like how we can like it. If we just can't, we're gonna give up. We're gonna try.
yeah. At least one more game. I
Yeah, one more
fuck with
again.
that.
And I was like,
Fuck with
what?
that.
She was like, yeah, I don't like that. And my sister tried the Pinot Grigio, and she don't like any white wines either. But she was like,
Mhm.
this is hitting. I'm like, it's something.
Oh, okay.
It was hitting. It was hitting.
Yeah. Shout out to Mary. That shit is fire. Even when I saw it today, I was like, should I spin the block? I was like, nah, let me. But I got this other red blend. Don't know the name, but it was in like it was cheap. It was in their winery direct thing, but there
Oh,
was only one left. If there's only one left, I'm intrigued to get it because I'm like, this has to be fire. So I just got
mm-hmm.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout outs to Total Wines, though. I feel like anything that gets their directory or like some type of
Like
recommendation is
special shout
usually
out.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's usually good. So shout outs
Hmm.
to them. Shout out, I don't remember her name, but she helped me and she was so awesome because of course me shopping for alcohol is
I didn't
quite a
have
bit of
any
a
good
demon thing.
customer service.
Great customer service, and I did tell her about the podcast, so hopefully she can listen. And thanks so much for your help and your recommendation on the Wizine. Okay, period. Um, so shout out to another week. We're last week, no, almost the last week in June,
June.
and we're ending Gemini season.
When is
So
that?
I think what is it? Gemini season ends like tomorrow, the 22nd.
Okay, okay,
So
okay, okay.
we're right at the cusp.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a good little turn up.
Yeah,
The Geminis. It's been a
I
good
concur.
a lot of great things going down in Gemini season. But how was your week? Like what went down last week? I know you had an eventful week.
Well, Monday, the day of the show, I was like, damn, did I talk about it? I didn't, but I had a fucking waterfall in my place of residence. Um, and it happened right before the show, so it was a lot going on. It's still not completely fixed yet, actually. So it's an ongoing process of getting maintenance done to your house. So that's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been eating out a lot because I really can't use my kitchen right now. But me and Jonah went to Vicious Biscuit for brunch, I would say, the other day. And when Dash was on the show, that was our it's called Spooky Ookie, I think. He was telling us about it. It's like a good brunch spot. So I've been dying to go there, and it was actually really good. I got the sea biscuit. That was my biscuit that I got, and it was really good. It was shrimp with this I don't know how to describe the sauce, but the sauce was saucing. But it was like a sweet chili type of sauce with like red cabbage on it, and the biscuit was fire. And then I got a cocktail. Damn. I just know it had bourbon, ginger, maybe orange juice in it because it was orange. Don't remember the name of it. But that was really good too. So everything was good. Jonah got a waffle with fruit on top and bacon, and the waffle was really good. Waffle was fire. So
Mm.
yeah, it was really good. We sat outside. It was super nice. Customer service was on point. But you go to a counter and order, and they bring it to you. But
Love it.
every person we encountered was really nice. So we went to the one in Nexton. So it was really cute. Definitely go if you're in Charleston, Somerville, Goose Creek. And I think that they have one in Mount Pleasant in downtown, maybe. So definitely check out Vicious Biscuit. Um, so yeah,
That's my mama
only
biscuits.
that's the only new place that I ate. But every place else was like some place I've already eaten before. But yeah, we've been heavy on the eat out. So yeah.
Just because you had to be. I don't feel like, did I eat out anywhere new this past week? I feel like no. I went to one of my favorite taco spots, Torchy's, the other day, and I haven't been there in a while. Fried avocado taco, and you already nizzo. Fun fact, though, is they actually put pork in the beans. So I've been having to do like no beans because I'm like, people should know there's pork in the beans, bro.
Yeah, that's big.
The disrespect, and they have it against a vegetarian option, and I feel like I didn't know until, I don't know, I think I was just having a conversation with the guy. I forgot how it came up, but he was like, oh yeah, there's actually pork in there, and I'm like, they have it as a vegetarian option. It's like, it's weird. So guys, make sure you, sometimes if you're curious, if you even have conversations and people actually know their product, so sometimes they don't know. He knew, and it was just like, kind of, I was like, great, good to know it's pork in the beans, you know.
Unless you have like beans that are made without pork, like if you have two, but I doubt it.
No,
I mean, unless you know. Deep.
It was
that's not good at all. Not good at all.
Yeah. So
think about all the people that are getting that and thinking they don't eat meat, they don't eat pork. It could be against their religion or something. Ooh, deep.
We can actually touch on that in a second, because we know all these cows just died, and what was it, Kansas, right? The cows died of a heat stroke situation, and I don't know what y'all believe. I don't believe that's true, because I don't know, like, there's cows that be hot and all types of shit all the time. I just feel like they weren't taken care of good enough to even stay hydrated, because there's cows, there's a lot of heat, and we know that there's heat and stuff like that, but these animals, whatever they digest and drink, they can survive. Like, you don't ever, like, all these other countries where it be hot, like, animals are still striving because they're taken care of. Like, there's a shaded spot somewhere, there's water, and then they're like, you're magically by water, but you're not hydrated to stay okay during the heat. Or you'll see cows and like animals just sleeping the whole day or laying down the whole day, not moving as much. So them dying for heat is a lie. Sorry, I feel some way about it. Don't do that to a cow, because now we had a chicken shortage about 2.5 seconds ago, but now y'all got, what is it, 59 something cent wings at Popeyes.
Which was like, so I did finally watch the Cat Williams thing, and like you said in it, like, how could we have a chicken wing shortage, but then that, like, so that means that there's a chicken wing shortage, there's a chicken shortage, but yeah, all these Wingstop, we got thighs now, like trying to push the other parts of the chicken, but like, are there chickens that don't have wings? Like, what happened to the wings in particular? I feel like we have all the other sides, or are the pieces, or maybe, I don't know. It's just very strange.
The only thing that I thought about was like, okay, well, maybe people just only like they cut the chicken up, which is just horrible for the mental, but they cut the chicken up, but people buy mostly wings, and so you always have a lot of thighs because people don't buy the thighs as much, so you just have an overload of thighs. But in that, it's like, how long them thighs been sitting?
Yeah, I'm like, ew, I don't want them thighs.
I don't want the thighs. And then what about the drums? Because I know people don't eat drum like that. I actually wouldn't have minded the drum.
Right, they could have did
drum versus the wing or the thigh.
The thigh, they could have definitely did drum, because it's like nostalgic. That's what you have kind of first as a kid, little drumsticks. So Wingstop should have definitely did drum stop instead of thigh.
Thigh's not hitting.
Drums would have been way better.
They would have sold out. Now that you would have sold out. You would have sold out. Kind of how the Mexican pizza sold out within a month of it coming out. Disrespectful, Taco Bell. It's like, don't come out with something that you can't produce. And we understand what's going on in the world, but don't tease us, okay?
It's not hard to make a goddamn Mexican pizza. You already have the beans that are on everything else. You have the cheese. You have all the toppings used on everything else. So it's really just the tostadas. Now, how hard is it to get a damn tostado? I get those at Walmart all the time.
You know what, though? I live in Texas. There's a whole bunch of mamas out here that can make you a fresh tostada. Okay, Taco Bell. You could go to your local Mama Pops. They gonna make you them fresh tostada and them tortillas. Get rid of them tortillas. Okay, you could get you a fresh tostada off rip.
Did you know that Waffle House, they like source all of their every like their eggs from like local, like a certain local family run farm,
Oh, that's cool. I
and
didn't
like
know
they're
that.
all of their meats, like so their eggs are come from a certain like family owned farm. Their meat comes from like every certain thing, so it's like
I love
help
that.
like I love that. Did someone tell me that? I don't know. I was just randomly on a Waffle House website the other
Mm-hmm.
day. Um, After I saw that, so I was like, let me fact check, and it's on their website. And did you know they also have like food trucks? You can have them like come cater an event. I'm like, I'm having Waffle House at my wedding. If I by chance like have like a big wedding that I
I
don't
didn't
really
know
want,
that. That's cool.
I'm getting Waffle House for like the end when
Yeah,
everyone's drunk and leaving.
I love that. That's
Yes.
clutch.
So at the Charleston Food and Wine Festival, my job was right near it. And on like the last day of the event, it was Sunday, I saw people walk like leaving with like Waffle House like paper hats, like old school ones. And I was like, wow, this is weird. So I'm like, then I'm like on the hunt. I'm asking everybody, when you go in, Waffle House is in there. You gotta find out, and then when you leave, come back and tell me. So people who are leaving, I was like talking to them, like, hey, what's the deal with the Waffle House? They're like, yeah, it's full in there, the whole shebang, like tent style, because it's outside. So they brought the whole Waffle House concept to the
Wow,
Food and Wine Festival, and they had the whole thing. So
I
super
love that.
cool. You can buy the batter, you can buy hash browns, you can buy like a lot of cool things on their website.
I love
So
that. Shout out to
yeah,
Waffle House.
so
Like I
cool.
didn't
Who would have
sleep on
known?
Waffle House at that point because I
Yeah.
didn't know. And me and Waffle House, I'm sure everybody in Waffle House has some really interesting memories, and
Oh yeah.
I'm here for it. I will
Yeah.
support the Waffle
Yeah.
House. I
I
got to
mean,
go for a
people.
waffle right now.
Some people hate Waffle House. I mean, it's not like it's fucking gourmet or like,
No,
like,
no,
but for when you have it, if you have a good location, it's good for what it's good for. Like, me and Jonah will split the All Star breakfast all the time.
it's good for a good time. If you didn't
Yeah.
have it for a good time, then that's just on you. You're just missing out
Yeah.
on life. But it's there for like a good time, you know. Oh, it's dead. So that's just that. You have to take it
Hi,
for what it
Jahan.
is at face value. Can you say hi?
Yeah.
So you have to take it for what it is face value. But that's yeah. You can't discriminate on the Waffle House. It's just not gonna work. Not
Yeah.
gonna work.
Yeah. Shout out to Waffle House.
Shout
And
out
when
to
you have them at your
Waffle.
wedding, think of me because I put you on. Period.
Yes, come through Waffle. Come through Waffle. I'm here for y'all. I'm gonna hit that Waffle House food truck up on y'all. I'm gonna
Yeah. Liddy.
what?
Liddy. So we
That's
were
crazy.
supposed to play this game on the
Yes.
last show.
Okay.
So huge shout out to the Cocktails podcast. We love y'all so much. Ooh, I kind of matched to the ooh, and my nails match. Hey.
Oh hey. Okay. That's good matching.
Shout out to Kiki and Medina. We love y'all. This is so cool that you have this game. This is really lit. So these are the instructions. So the game is called I'm Curious to Know, the card game that gets you answers. Okay. So these are the instructions. We all have some questions that need answers when it comes to dating. Your besties are here to help you out. Ask Bay or future Bay things that might sound crazy in a regular convo and then blame it on us. I'm curious to know. We'll quickly help you decide if you are wasting your time or about to make a cocktail. So, if you're unfamiliar with that podcast, a cocktail is a story that you come back with after a really fun night. So, that's how I'll sum it up, right? So, Erin is not my future bae, but I think that these are something good that we can just maybe discuss, give you
Yep.
guys ideas of a question to ask while you're out on a date. So I'm
Yes.
gonna shuffle it up
Okay.
and
Shuffle, shuffle,
then
shuffle, shuffle,
we
shuffle.
can pick a card, a few cards if we want to see. I looked at some of them before and I was like, ooh,
Oh, they get deep? I
Deep. They
got
get
to
really
get it. Got to
deep.
get
So
it.
I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. All right. Let's see.
Ooh.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Okay.
What's your relationship like with your parents? Coming right off of Father's Day. Bang. Let's go
I
right
love
into our
that.
next topic.
I
So this
love
is a great question. If you're getting to know someone, you're on a date, what's your relationship like with your parents? Because ooh, this is this is a loaded question. It's really good.
it's a really good question to ask because I feel like, regardless of what the scenario is, you can decipher what that means to you. Everyone has
Mm-hmm.
their own family vibe and scenario and vibes. So I think it's really important to know those tweaks. Like, is family very important to you, but it's not important to them. Why? Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was talking to somebody the other day about like how like I think we talked about it, how people just aren't healed, especially men, right? Like they just can jump from
Yeah.
great pools to non-great pools and they just don't be
Mm-hmm.
healed, in the
Mm-hmm.
fact. So
Mm-hmm.
that family go deep. And as we learned about more about narcissistic behavior, Whitney sent me this podcast about it. And
Don't
I
call
had
me white girl, Mona. I love you, bitch. That's another good one. I'm like a podcast person. I listen and watch podcasts all the time, but don't call me white girl is my fave. Okay. But
yeah.
yes, that's when I was reading that. I was thinking about that episode of like, ooh, the parents is triggering. Oh, that's right.
It's the parents. And when Whitney said that, me and her were recapping us listening to the podcast because that's what we do. We talk outside of this podcast about other stuff. So, and I told her, I was like, this is very triggering for me. And she was like, like, she was like, I don't understand why. And then, like, that time, like, we didn't really get into it, but like, we had a conversation after, and I was like, I broke it down, like, why it was triggering and things of that nature. But
Mm-hmm.
the parents be a problem in the narcissistic behavior. So find out, y'all. And if they don't have anything good to say about their parents, red
Ooh.
flag. It's
Red flag, red
okay
flag.
if you don't like your parents. Like
But
that
you don't be
happens.
talking shit
But
about
you
them
don't need to be
now.
talking shit to a shawty you just trying to get to know. You could
Yeah,
let that open later on.
later.
If he off the bat like I don't like my like nah. You already talking shit. Like nah. I need
Mm.
you to wait to talk shit till we get to know each other because I'm gonna cringe if you're talking shit about your family right
Ooh.
now.
Yeah, no, that's not good. That's not
It's
good.
not. It's a red flag. Everybody. That's women,
Mm-hmm.
men. If they're going in about their parents, like right away, say no. Say
Mm-hmm.
no. They should get to know you first before they decide to reveal those type of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
That's a loaded question. Ooh.
Very loaded.
I don't know how. Not that I don't know how I would answer, but like, I would just be like, it's good.
Yeah, I would be very vague too.
I
I'd
would
be
be
very
like, it's
vague too.
cool. Because I mean, it's cool. Like, there's nothing bad, there's nothing
Right.
great, but it's cool. Like, I have a cool relationship with both of my parents, and we're good. We don't talk every day, but we don't need to. But that's how I am
Right.
with my friends. We don't talk
Mm-hmm.
every day, but I don't need to. But,
Mm-hmm.
um, hey, hey, friend. So, yeah, that's, ooh, okay. BRB.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, I feel like when you're talking about parents and dating and stuff like that, I think it's also like a really good way to like be able to see like are they used to long-term committed relationships or not. Sometimes if they have always seen short term and they don't really know what love looks like, it may be a little difficult for them to love and open up to you to have that kind of vibe, or it could be vice versa where they're able to kind of overcome maybe like the bad habits that they've seen and they want to have something better, so they make those things differently because they want to make sure they have like a really good relationship with you despite what they watched growing up. Me personally, I only have a great relationship with my mother. So when people ask me about family, I tell them like, me and my mom, Gucci, me and my dad don't have a relationship. And I feel like I'm okay with saying that. And it's good for someone to know. Like I don't have a relationship with my father for a multitude of reasons. And I wouldn't explain what that is until you get to know someone. But if you're someone like me or have gone through things where you might only have one parent, not necessarily by choice, it's okay to like fester in those feelings and find a great way to express them as well. So find the balance, get to know, and then know if like you're the red flag. Like, are you harping on your family traumas and your unhealed soul, and like what are you doing, and how are you investing into whatever relationship or something that you're trying to be a part of? What you doing and how you making that happen? Because if you're a red flag, you just as bad as the other one, and you can't be mad when you're single because you're providing toxic traits. But then sometimes we don't see toxic traits within ourselves. So self reflection is key. Self reflection. Think about all the relationships you've been through, what you liked about them, what you didn't like about them. Ain't nothing that it all. Hey.
Sorry, I had to. So yeah, good points, Erin. I love that you shared that. Y'all just had to hear some of me getting my door for pizza, and we're going to talk about that. So, I love that, and it's like it's coming right off of Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads that are
Happy
listening.
Father's Day.
Um, but it's like the dad thing is super. I mean, the mom thing is really important too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the dad thing is just like it's a whole nother level, and I don't know if like there are the dads that really realize like how important it is, and like how much like your presence is needed in your daughter's life. Like it's a huge thing, and I never lived in the same state as my dad, so it's always like spaced out when I would see him and things like that. So that can put a strain in like a relationship or how you bond if the parties are not like on the same page of like, and the parents like, so it's a huge thing. So it's really important. So if you're a dad listening and you know you can do better, do better. Like your kid needs you. Your kid really needs you. It could be anything super small. Like I saw something that said like or something like your dad may like the dad didn't live in the household, but they lived in the same city, but was able to like come see their kid every night before bed, or like some like multiple times throughout the week before bed, and read them a story or something like that. Like something so simple, and that meant more to them than people are like, oh, like we can't split up because we got to be there for the kids. Like, nah, like you can break up, just make sure that you co-parent well, and it's all about the kid. Like fuck what y'all got going on, and your kid's gonna be fine. So yeah, but that's huge. So ooh, this is another good one. How do you feel about open relationships?
Not for me unless like it's a business deal involved. I feel like I've come to the terms of like how life could go down for me. And I think it would be like I'm gaining some really good capital if I'm gonna be open. Otherwise, nah, we thugging this thing out together. You suck with me, I suck with you. Otherwise, like it has to be very much beneficial. Like I need to be CEOs, PO, like I have to have business. It has to be very beneficial for me not to care, because I feel like I can be very like if it's about the money, then it's about the money. If it's about business, it's about this. But what I'm not into entanglements. No. So that really wouldn't work. It would have to be business for me, because I'm not like, my emotions can't be in two places at one time. I'm very cut and dry. So I probably just like you, like if we have a business deal and I just can't get out of it, but you want to be a hoe when we're married or something, then I'll let you go do you, and I'm gonna go find me a boo, and then we're just gonna be booed up. But I probably won't ever go back to you either, because I get turned off very easily. So like if we're like legally married, but you decide that you want to go entangle bitches, well, I'm gonna let you entangle, but I'm not gonna do you anymore, because I don't like that. Like I'm not like you. Once I realize someone's not into me, they're no longer attractive. Like yeah, and I'm not like super like sexual where I feel like, oh my god, I just have to get it off. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm past that. Maybe in my 20s or something, but I just don't have to like. I don't have to get it in. Like I'm good.
Yeah, I feel like it would just depend on like how it's presented to me, like the situation. I feel like I could be cool with it. But it would just have to make sense, like for me. But
Yeah.
I feel like I could be okay with it. Um, I actually saw on Cocktails podcast, this lady came on and she was, what is it, polygamy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's
Mm-hmm.
called. So her and her husband were married for a really long time, like 20
I
years
might
or
have seen
something
this one too. Mm-hmm.
before. And she had like multiple boyfriends, but they were incorporated in their whole family. Like one helped their
Yeah.
kids
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
go get prepared for college. One was like, so it was like
Mm-hmm.
more of like a, in a way, like mental stimulation and
Right.
other things for you to do, like other than it being like sex. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, that's dope because you can have him for this, him for that, him for that,
Mm-hmm.
and your husband's cool. We all can hang out and it works. I would do that. So it just has to make sense, and it just can't be like, okay, oh well, a situation where it's like I'm not into it. My husband just wants to have a threesome, or he just wants to just have another girlfriend. He's been cheating on me. Like like it just has to make sense
Mm-hmm.
of everything. Communication is key. So I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed.
I'm gonna have to take a half a
Ooh,
shot on that one because I got
this
deep.
is a good one. What do you consider cheating? These are good. Kiki, Medina,
Come through,
y'all do
Kiki.
that. Get
That's
this
a really
game.
great question because I feel like the older you get and the more you like understand how relationships work. Because I think when you just said that about the over relationship, it kind of made me like think differently in some aspects. So I mean,
Mhm.
it could be a lot of ways. It could be where like relationship doesn't always mean a physical sexual relationship between two people of the opposite sex. Relationships can be with partnerships, it could be with business, it could be with so many
It's
friendship,
friendships. Yeah,
everything.
friendships. Yeah.
So cheating for me though, I think would be mental stimulation. So if you're having like conversations with another individual that you are attracted to, I think that
Hmm.
could be considered cheating because you're going to find and build a connection mentally.
Yeah.
I think physically goes the same way. So if you are entertaining, pretty much if you're entertaining anyone that you find attractive and that you might feel you have a connection with, that is considered cheating. Because like if you feel attractive, it's the time that you cut it off. Like obviously you're gonna find someone attractive at some point, of course, but you can't pretty much you can't build a relationship or have a friendship with someone you find attractive. I think that's kind of cheating because you're gonna it's somewhere like not necessarily always for women, but definitely for men, they'll kind of harp on that emotion. Like they like that tingly feeling.
Ooh, not the tingly feeling.
It's the tingle. It's the tingle.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Tingly feeling. We don't need none of that.
No, we don't want no smoke.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like cheating is um not communicating. So Erin knows I watch a lot of things about relationships because I want to be in a healthy, happy one. So I like to watch things to teach me because I haven't been in one this far. So cheating to me, like broken down, would be, and I've like gathered this and just damn, my wine's all over there, and just from like experience and things like that, because I feel like I've always been cheated on. But it's like cheating is when you like someone else, you have these feelings, like it could be like, damn, she's cute, damn, he fine, damn, they look good, and you pursue, you get the number, you go out for lunch, you go out for drinks, and you don't tell your spouse. That's cheating. So I feel like to combat that, if you have that relationship with your spouse, there's a girl at work and I think she's cute. And like you talk about it. I feel like when you say it out loud, you can kind of be like, well, what do you think? What's cute about her? What about her? Like you just, I feel like it's really cringy, but like I would rather have that conversation with my spouse. And then say it out loud, like, is this really, am I going to fuck up my relationship for her? Like, if I feel like when you say it out loud, it makes it more real. So by you saying it out loud, it's like, oh, I think this girl at work is cute, and then your spouse says, what's cute about her? And then you're like, well, maybe it's not really anything that I really like about her. And maybe you can realize that maybe it's just like it's not really anything. She just might look good to you. And by you having that open conversation with her, you realize I don't want to fuck up my relationship for someone that's just cute. So without you taking that like step, that puts you in a realm of let me just fuck with her. And then after the fact, you realize, well, damn, she wasn't even worth doing it because she was just, all right, this girl that maybe had a fat booty at work. So I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, that's what cheating is. It's just not communicating what your steps are with someone that you find attractive. So if you feel like you can't talk to me about it, and you can't tell me that you're going to lunch with her, or you can't tell me that you're going to have drinks after work, or you can't tell me that you think she's cute, then that's cheating to me.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds good. Like where they would actually be like, "Oh, I found this girl attractive, and this is why." And I think men don't have that kahunas to do so because that is going to hurt the woman's feelings, no matter how strong, no matter how tough, no matter how smart you are. Psychologically, to even hear, and that goes for men too. Like psychologically, to hear, I find this person attractive because X, Y, and Z is going to make you reflect naturally of yourself.
Mm.
Unless you're just in this ego stance, and that's never to be good in a relationship either. So it's like kind of a double-edged sword. Like you don't want to be in the ego stand where it's like, I know I got this and I know I'm good because of that, because that's not going to give you the best like natural energy for that individual. So if they do tell you something, when you care for someone and you love someone in a healthy state, you're going to be like, damn, okay, well, he finds her attractive because of her physical, and I don't have a physical, right? Like you may not have that physical body. You don't want to go plastic. You want to be natural. And yes, you could be confident in what you bring to the table, but you're still going to be like, well, it's still an eye for him. And
Yeah.
there's nothing you could do about it. So I feel like psychologically, it's just like you telling a man, sorry guys, that you're a little short and it's a little thin, right? So it's like he can't really do anything about it. So it's gonna like mess his mental up
Mm.
hard. It's because he
I
can't do
feel
anything about it.
like too, like for me, I can look at a woman and be like, "Damn, she fine." I feel like you could, if you have, and I said like you have that relationship with your partner. I could be with my boo and be like, "Damn, she look good." Like I don't want to have a threesome with her. I don't want to kiss her, but I can respect her body and I can respect
Mm-hmm.
whatever, whoever. So I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
it's different, the person and how what your relationship is like. Obviously, you have to find what's best and whatever, but the
Mm-hmm.
communication is like key.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like you want to do something with her? Like you have to have the conversation because either they're gonna do it and not tell you, or do it and tell you, or do it or
Right. So what
whatever,
would
you
you
know.
prefer? Like, would you prefer
So
do it and tell you, or do it and not tell you? Like, what would you prefer?
I would prefer for you to do it and tell me. I would rather know than to not know, to be honest. So I can then make my decision based on what you did. Because people cheat and get caught all the time, and the woman can decide if they want to stay, like, or leave. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
so at least I know. I don't want. I would rather to know than to not know, for
Mm.
sure. Yeah, because I don't want any surprises. I don't want anyone thinking or knowing like I'm fucking her man. She don't know. Like I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather not know. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
tell me. I would definitely rather know. Even yeah.
And
I,
then it's like when you allow it once and you open that arena, it could happen multiple times because
yeah.
men don't like it's all how you take it, right? It's like, oh well, da 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 da. But it's like, but you also took me back when I told you. So no, it's like you're gonna lose a sense of respect on both parties. So I feel like it's kind of hard. I feel like I could only hope that if I ever get a partner that he would be smart enough to decide like, okay, I'm gonna not shit where I sleep type vibe. Like you're gonna go and have a festivity all the way. You don't live here. Like this is like
Mm,
living La Vida Loca in fucking Vegas or some type shit. Because I feel like
mm,
it's different. I feel like it's different because there's most of the chance, like, what's the chance of you ever seeing this bitch again? Because she lives somewhere
yeah.
else, you live somewhere else. Versus you being in the city, it gonna be an entanglement. uh-uh. You
I
gotta
mean, it's the same. People get flued out, bitch. You
They
can
do,
fly
but
her
it's
out.
more work. It's more effort. Like it's a more like, okay, you have to keep me intrigued. But like, okay, if I had a little fun, a little too much fun while I'm out, but I come home and I'm busy and I'm in tuned and I'm busy and I'm locked in here, I'm not gonna have time to be flying you out because I'm busy when I get home. I had like 5 seconds of freedom. I did enjoy it maybe a little too much, but when I get home, I'm busy and I'm back locked in. Versus these bitches around the corner, I'm about to go watch the game and do some sloppy toppy outside. Yeah.
If that's what you think, girl, they gonna fly her out if they want
If
to,
it's
regardless if
worth
they're
the
busy.
extra mile though, it's gonna take.
Yeah,
It might
yeah.
not be. It might
If
have
he
just been
met her,
fun.
if he met her in Vegas and she was litty, he gonna come back still thinking about it because the wife gonna be a wife, the kids gonna be nagging. He like, damn, I miss Shawty. I'm gonna fly you out. I got a work trip. I'm staying late at work, and we gonna go to the whatever. He gonna make time. Niggas, if they're a cheater, they're gonna make time to do all that. Like I don't. The
So that's what I
busy
was
at
saying. Like we
home
want.
ain't gonna. So
So
yeah, I would rather know and we talk about it, then I can make my decision if I want to stay, if I want to leave, if that's our conversation to are we gonna have an open relationship? So I know. So I can be in control and say, okay, fuck it, we'll get a divorce, or fuck it, we're gonna break up. Rather than me not know and he's cheating or cheats every time him and his boys go out on a boys trip, Just tell me so I can know. I don't
I
wanna
wanna
I don't like the
know. I
secrets.
wanna
I'd rather know.
know. That
Ooh, okay,
Joe.
this will be the last one. What's your ideal family situation? Marriage, any kids, pets?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question. I
These are
think
good
mine changes
questions.
all the time. Sometimes I feel like I know, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm really down for like a really good, healthy partnership. If that partnership wants kids, right now I am kind of flexy. I'm flexy. And then yes, I would like a dog. So it's like I'm okay with extending my family, whatever that may mean, but it's just not like a deal situation.
Yeah. Um, I think that I would like to get married. I do. For kids, I'm okay with the one that I have, but if the person I marry wants another child or more kids, I would have them because they want them. But pets, if they want a pet, we can get a pet, but I'm not really. Um, I could do without because I feel like it's just an additional kid expense.
Right.
That it's just like an additional something for like
It is.
a response. It's a responsibility that I don't necessarily feel like I need to have, but
Right.
I'm sure I would love it if I had it. So yeah, I'm open, but I definitely want to be married, have a healthy relationship, and be married. Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I'm here for it. You guys
Yes,
like
shout
what
out
are
to this
your
game,
yeah, like
Liddy.
you guys when you're on dates and maybe you just guys take the questions that we just talked about right there. Make sure you guys check out that podcast so you can hear a little bit more. They always give some good tea. If you have a hot girl, hot boy, coochie daddy season, all the seasons, right? They're giving you some tea. So check them out. But figure out what you want and like when you date with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Date with a
Mm-hmm.
purpose. And it's if the purpose is I'm trying to have fun and I'm trying to have a hot girl somewhere, that's a good purpose and that's fine. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to have that time. So accept it.
Yeah, for sure,
Period.
for sure, for
Um
sure, for sure, for sure.
touching on that as well, like we just kind of talked about relationships. I just want to be like, what about your job relationships? Like, how does
Mm-hmm.
that work? Like when you decide that you're growing mentally, physically, emotionally, are you growing within your career as well? Question.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a good question for both sides. Like, what do you want to do financially? Like, what's your goal? It doesn't have to be like anything mainstream. It's just like knowing, like, okay, would prefer to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, and I feel like at one of the jobs you're at, there was like someone who had worked there for like a long time in the same position, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. Some people just may want to just do that one
Right.
position for 12 years.
Right.
That
Mm-hmm.
doesn't bait like that could just be what you want to do. That's your
Right.
life path, and that is okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it speaks volumes if your employer isn't
Mm-hmm.
trying to push you or offer you other positions, or make sure you're training and growing and asking, hey, what's your next step? Where do you see yourself in 6 months to a year? Like, I think that's really important for your
Mm-hmm.
employer to want you to excel and go to the next level as much as possible.
1,000%.
Now, if you say, hey, I'm interested in that, but I really like this, and da da da, and they respect that, that's cool. But I think that that's very important. One of the last places I worked was like that, and it kind of can be like and it's like it was right after I got promoted actually, and they were like already asking me, so what do you see as your next step? I'm like, whoa, I want to get into this and learn this and perfect this first before, and they're like, no, we want to keep pushing you and making sure that you're, getting to the next level. And I thought that was pretty cool for them to do that, but it keeps you on your shit to like get to the next level and not stay complacent in the role that you are in. So that's really important. And even like in work environments too, that place in particular was just like a lot going on, and that it was like a lot of employees. So when you have a lot of people under one roof, it's like so many things. It's like high school. And I feel like that could be any job environment, can be like high school. So it could be cliquey, like this person doesn't like that person, like, so that's a whole nother thing of your work environment and what you have to deal with when you go to work outside of your job. The work environment is deep.
Work environment is very, 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 very deep.
Like yesterday, Sunday, so I worked Sunday brunch, and I guess all the time my coworkers go out together to drink. I don't ever go because I don't really want to. Like, I just really would rather just keep all the money that I just made, because I mean, I got shit to do with it. And it's just different space. Like, I'm probably the oldest out of all of them, although they think that I'm on their age group. I'm the oldest, so I just don't really care.
Forever.
Like, I do like to drink, as you can see, and all that, but I would just rather turn up at home. I don't really need to be outside. I don't care about that. So yeah, but there was a time that I went out after work every night. It's just we're in different stages of life. But the another main reason why that I don't want to go out is because I really don't want to mix and mingle with my coworkers like that. I don't. And no offense to them, at work, we're cool, we have fun, we joke, we laugh, all of the things. We have a great time. But I feel like I don't know, to like, I can't find the word, but to protect that, I think that we should just keep it at work.
I think it's having a balance now, right?
Yeah, like, balance and boundaries.
Back in the day, there was no balance, and so you have such a great time with your people, and especially in hospitality, you have such a great time. You're vibing, you're making money, you're spending the money, but you're also gaining a lot of toxic traits on there by coping and dealing with your emotions through alcohol, drinking too much, not staying focused, not building your businesses because you're so busy focusing on having the great time with your friends because they're helping you cope through whatever you're going through in life. So now it's the balance. It's the balance is I want to work. I want to make sure I have a great family environment, which like that's one of the places I work with now. Like I was like, you know what? People ask like, what do you like about it? I like the family. I like that I know when I go in, I can ask all the things and get somebody somewhere something is going to go down and they're going to understand the purpose, and I can call and say, hey, this is the issue, this is what went down. Like I like the family aspect of it. Now, do I hang out with them out of my personal life? No, not really, because I really don't. My time is my time now, because the older you get, the more selfish you deserve to be.
Yeah.
And that's the tip. The older you get, the more selfish you can be, because you've already been through that. Like I've already been through the rah. I don't want no.
Yeah. So I went out with them because I was like, let me kind of just like, just do it. Because I mean, they ask me all the time, and so, and this girl, like, usually I just say no and it's whatever. And then this girl texted me. Shout out to Chelsea. She's so sweet. She's like, Whitney, you please come out with us. I was like, do I have to? That's what I said. She was like, of course you don't have to, but you never come out with us. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't bad. But another thing that I don't like to do is talk about work after work. I don't want.
Okay, period. Can we
I
move
don't
to the next one?
wanna.
Yes, for
I
sure.
do not want to. You know, I don't
Yeah.
want to. Unless it was
Sounds
something like super significant that like we didn't get to talk about at work and it was like, you know, like something like that. I don't want to keep talking about the same shit that we talk about work at work. Like don't want to. And I know that we're all still like, you know, it's getting to know and da da da, but like I don't want that. Like I really like high vibrational things, positive things, and I mean it wasn't that it was negative, but I don't know. There's just a thing about talking about work.
Yeah.
When you're not at work. It's like, nah.
Agreed.
So,
Yeah, it's just the balance, dog. Like if I'm gonna get out in this, if I'm gonna get out in this dirty thing, y'all. My little clutch came through. If I'm gonna get out in this dirty thing, I don't want to talk about what we just did or experienced like 5 seconds ago. I don't want to do that.
yeah.
So I feel that.
So $30 later, I'm like, I mean,
Was it
$30,
worth the
$30. No, it really wasn't. I could have saved that 30 for like me and Jonah's food the next day or for today, because we be eating.
Real talk.
And I can't use my goddamn kitchen, so we be eating. And that could have been towards our food today.
Yeah, and gas so crazy, y'all. $70 for my car.
I gotta get gas tomorrow.
I luckily, that's another story. I get to get a rental car tomorrow because I have to get stuff done on my car, and I won't have to for a couple of weeks, maybe days, who knows. And so I have to get a rental situation. It's covered because of what's going down, but I'm like, what are they gonna put me in? Because I'm thinking gas already.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I have to be like, it's free, but I have to be responsible for the gas, and it has to return as received. So I'm like, what are they gonna put me in? Give me the small one.
Economy is or not economy? Because you have a child and you do stuff for your job where you got to pack it up.
I haul a lot of stuff sometimes for work, and I have work this week that I'm hauling.
Yeah, they gotta give you a sedan, like, at least a 4-door sedan.
Just a sedan. I don't need the SUV. John, I don't need the SUV. I don't need it.
We're gonna pray for a sedan. That's funny. Oh, we never took our shot from earlier. And we were talking about cheating. Cheater, pumpkin eater. Oh my God, I got some shot glasses just like that for Marshall's today. And shout out to Marshall's. I got some really cute stuff in there. Ooh, I got something for you, Erin, at Marshall's today. And something was so cute. I was like, gotta get this. Hey. And I got shot glasses that look just like that.
Oh, yay. My mom actually got me this.
Yeah, I came in a little set. And then I saw these wine glasses. I should have sent a picture to you. They were plastic, but they were really chic. And they were like, they have the wine glasses that are kind of like square. Mm-hmm. Like that. And I was like, this is perfect for the pool. Because you can still look cute at the pool. Thought about you again. But I didn't get them. I was like, if I keep thinking about it, I'll come back. I think they were, maybe, were they $12.99?
I have not been to Marshall's. I can't go right now.
I don't know. I shouldn't have been in there. But I'm happy that I tried on clothes because I wasn't going to try them on. I was just going to buy it. And I would have spent way too much money. And would have had to go through the process of returning. And I always tell people try on. So before I was like, you know what, take your own advice. And I didn't like any of the stuff that I had in my cart. So yeah, it wasn't
well, that's good that you tried it on because I
would have been pissed if I got home the next day. Yeah. So try that shit on.
Shout outs to the try on. So we're taking a shot for trying on and trying. Like if you're trying to date, you're trying to deal with a new business venture, try all the things, right? Mm-hmm. Try before you make your judgment. And so when you decide that it's not a fit, if you don't like when you put it on or you don't like how it makes you feel, we shall let it go.
Okay, wait. Let's do a still for Dash.
And if you guys aren't
Kind
married,
of
you
like,
wouldn't know.
scratch and sniff.
Wait, I don't know that one.
Like how you can like scratch and sniff a smell before you buy it to see if you want it or not.
You missed me with that one, friend. I'm gonna take a shot on that. I don't know about that. I was like, screw me. Screw me. I don't know about that scratch.
Try before you buy.
Try before you buy. I think everyone deserves.
Is that the episode name?
Try before you buy. Or try it. One of the two. We trying something up in here.
Because that's really important. You know how people, this is deep, don't have sex before marriage? Try before you buy.
It sounds amazing. And I think that it could be. It could do what it needed to do.
People do it all the time.
But me personally, I feel like I think that's another way to build a relationship, right? You build a relationship with yourself first, so then when you're trying to build a relationship with someone else, it like flows, right? Like I know what I like, and if you're hitting the likes, okay, we're in a great spot. But it's like if we're not hitting it, because I've had that where it's like I liked everything else, but the physical was just not. It didn't match.
Physical meaning sex.
Yeah, like even leading up to it, even like the way the person kissed, the way the person touched me, like the way that they did everything, I didn't like any of it really. And I would try to deal because I liked everything else, and it just didn't work out because it's still very important to me. I need to be able to get off, okay? It is about me. At the end of the day, it is about me, and I need to be able to get off without watching things of others to get me off.
Without watching porn, Erin?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's very important, and I feel like we were talking about this before, and it's like, damn, I don't want to say this because it could be offensive and we're in Pride Month, but that's deep. Like some of the people that I feel like that I have been in relationships with, or just whatever, I think that they weren't really in their truth. I'm gonna say that, living in their truth, because I just feel like sometimes people, when you're with people, and sometimes things could be a little off, and it's like, damn, maybe you're not with who you're supposed to be with because you really like something else.
That's true. But you know what? I think I still struggle with that sometimes. Like, then you get to the other side where everything is just so great. You're like, is this real? Like, can this really happen? Like, can it be that great?
Yeah, I received it. I deserve.
Can it be that great all the time? But you feel a little lack of deserving. Like, can it legit? Like,
I rebuke
every
those
time. Like,
I feel what you're saying 1,000%. Because
like, so
I can't even think like that anymore. But I know what you mean. But I saw something like that was like, if you believe it's too good to be true, it is going to be too good to be true. Like, we think, we manifest, our thoughts are so powerful. So if you like, damn, like, no, I receive, I deserve, yep, and is, and will, and do, period. Yeah, I love Tank. So Tank, we're just shouting out all the podcasts. Tank has a podcast. It's called R&B Money. I sent it to you.
Oh yeah, with Jenny Fox.
Yeah, that was his first guest. So it's Tank and another singer called Jay Valentine. I think he was his manager, or they have some kind of something. But it's really good. They have 3 episodes out now. But it's really good. I love Tank. I always said that if I married like a gajillionaire and I could have someone sing at my wedding, it would be Tank. I love his voice so much. I love Tank.
That's deep.
I would want him to sing at my wedding for sure. So I'm gonna manifest that. Tank.
I know. I'm like, dang, now you got me thinking, because I kind of already planned my wedding, so I don't know who I'd have as a singer.
And I'm not a planned wedding type of girl, but I love
playing mine, y'all. It's litty. It's litty. I already know who the DJ would be, but it's litty.
Ooh, deep.
I got the DJ. I got the DJ, hairstylist, dresses. Actually, almost have the planner if she still does it at that time. Yeah, that's deep.
But that's how Virgos are, y'all. So
it is.
So I found this restaurant story.
Awesome.
This was interesting. So it's about Shaq. Shout outs to Shaq. So
Shaq. He's a big teddy bear.
Yeah, he is. So Shaq paid the tab for an entire restaurant and left a massive tip for the staff. That's like the headline.
Love
So
that.
this was recent. This was this month. He was in New York. He was at a Chinese restaurant. It's an upscale Chinese restaurant. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it, whatever. But apparently he was on a date with a mystery woman, air quotes. And
Shizzy.
they said that his date did all the ordering.
Love
So
that.
do you order for your man when you go out, or would you go out?
Yeah, if I can, like if like
Okay.
I know the palettes and the vibes. I've dated someone that they would do all the ordering and we would actually used to split meals and stuff like that. So I've
Mm-hmm.
had it for both sides. So yeah, I would do that though.
Okay, and that was hot. I'm like, bitch, you better take charge.
Yeah, you take charge. You do
Yeah,
it.
I like that. So after dinner, he paid for their dinner, but he paid for dinner for the entire restaurant.
I freaking love
That's
that.
some baller shit. I'm gonna let you order, but bitch, I'm about to. That's sexy. Yeah,
Run up the check.
that's
And
sexy.
you know what? He always just does random acts of kindness, and I think that's what's so.
Yeah,
It's like there's
I always see
it's
stories like
just
this. Yeah.
random,
Mm-hmm.
and that's hot. Like I like
It is.
that.
That's sexy.
Yeah, I'm on a date with you and I'm enjoying it, but I see a lot of people in here enjoying the moment too, and I want to like I got it. Like this money is gonna burn when I die, and I make money when I sleep. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, I can afford the restaurant, and I think that right there is just an equivalent is like when you rent out a restaurant for your friends and family. I think that's better
Mm-hmm.
because it's like people are out there doing whatever, having date nights. Probably they budgeted their date nights because I know people that do that as well, and they got
Mm-hmm.
a free amazing meal, and you in the building.
So, um,
Mm. Is
there
that
were
shoulder
over
lean?
40 tables of diners that night,
Love
and the
that.
total checks came to well over 25,000.
Love that. Love that.
Um, and it says that it's the biggest tip they've ever received.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Um,
ooh, ooh. Oh, I know it was stanky. I know it was
yeah,
stanky.
I know. He probably tipped the
He
tab.
probably,
He
yeah, it's
probably
probably
tipped the
like
tab.
probably well over $1,000. Probably like $1,000 a person. Probably,
Probably,
definitely.
probably. That's
I could
litty.
see that. I could see that, and I
Hmm.
would scream.
Literally, like, can we
Yeah, off of
take me
Babs.
out
I love
next?
Babs when they go crazy when they see people in the airport. That'd be me. That'd
Liddy.
be me.
Shout out to Shaq. So apparently, Shaq owns 155 Five Guys, 150 car washes, 40 24-hour fitness centers, 17 Auntie Annie's pretzels, and he was an early investor in Google. His net worth is 400 million.
Wow, that's deep.
Real
That's
deep.
deep. That's really, really, really deep. Wow.
And that's probably not even. It's
That's
probably
just the
more.
surface. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no wonder. It's like he made really good investments and I think that's what's so awesome. I was actually listening to something the other day. It was like, just really learning where your money is and where you invest your money. And that's kind of like through this, as you guys, if you've been listening for a while, you know that me and Whitney went through like some different transitions career wise. And that's been like one of my main things is like figuring out that investment. Number one, the first investment is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Invest in getting yourself back, period. And then you invest into whatever you're trying to create. And so I like that. I like that. You better have that Five Guys. Shaq,
Mm.
you got that many? You can go ahead and send us. Y'all got y'all don't got they don't got no Impossible Burger. They do they? I don't know.
I don't know.
If they don't, they should put it on, and then we could be the real brand ambassador that thing. Like, go ahead, get that Beyond Meat burger though, because that's actually something I've been wanting to make this week.
I would be
Just a meat
surprised. I don't
burger.
know. They might. I don't know. But Five Guys doesn't do like a lot of advertisements and like I don't
They
know
don't need
commercial
it. Apparently,
things.
you got chef on the
He
head.
got 155 of them bad boys. I
That's
don't
crazy.
know.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's
The
a
last time
lot.
I went there, I got a grilled cheese. So I don't know.
Yeah, I
Let me
haven't been
look.
there in a really, really long time. So shout outs to that. Oh my gosh. So I did an event over the weekend. It was on a boat.
I'm on that
And
boat.
legit on a boat, a little woozy after. Like, it's okay. It was light, but like it was just moving and turning, all the things. And I was bartending. Um, but it was quite interesting. And shout out to all our listeners. I know we have a lot of different like races and ethnicities on here, but I want to just say something that stuck out to me. I'm a chocolate woman. I was the only chocolate woman on the boat. And that's fine. That does not bother me. I'm not concerned with that. However, if someone tells me that they're excited because they have a day off because it's Juneteenth, I'm annoyed. And I just want to say,
Wait, what happened? Someone said that they were excited they had a day off.
Yeah, he was like, oh my gosh, he was like, he was like, oh, I like my margarita, da, 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 da. And I was like, look, I don't got, he wanted number one, he wanted salt and sugar on the rim. It's like, look, I ain't had no sugar. I had salt, I'm on a boat, less is more. So I really had to condense the bar things that I brought because we have no parking. So we had to pull all the way close as we can to the dock to roll all my stuff into the boat with my rolly cart when they didn't even have like a thing over it. Someone had to help me lift my cart over the water to get my cart there. It was just a lot. So in the other guy I was working with, he was doing the food. He told me like, it's a lot, less is more. So it's like, I didn't bring everything I could think of. Most important is the liquor and the bare minimum on the garnishes. Okay. So you got that liquor bare minimum on the garnishes. Whatever. So he was like, I remember the guy, he was a short guy, he wanted salt and sugar. I said, look, I just have the salt, but the margarita is going to be good because I'm pouring it up. I could have batched the margaritas before I did the event, but I didn't want to. I wanted to just pour it up straight. So whatever. But then I was like, they want to know, like, it's like people seeing a black person. It's just like, if you're the one person in the room, they want to know everything about you. Like, so where you from? Da, da, da. I give them a smidget of life, and it was like, yeah, shout out to Juneteenth. I'm excited. We're off on Monday. I don't really feel like that's necessary. Less is more. And I just want to repeat to anybody that in any culture, like, I don't really care what you are. Like, that's just me saying, like, Cinco de Mayo, nobody gets off. We deserve to get off on Cinco de Mayo too. Like, that's a holiday. We ain't off though. And I ain't never off because I'm in hospitality, because that's why y'all like us. We're in hospitality. So we work per the occasion if needed. Okay. So I just was a little annoyed that he was like, oh yeah, I'm off on Monday. Like, I feel like, and I don't want to say this, but
say it.
Not everybody deserves to be off for the holiday, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Not everybody deserves to have the day off, and I'm just leaving it at that, and we're gonna keep it moving. But that's just what I had to encounter. It was like, everything else was great.
It's a national holiday. Now it is.
Now we're not gonna go on that.
You are not. But it's a national holiday.
The show now.
We already have a show called that.
Oh, now. I
just actually posted it on our Instagram today because, fun fact, it's our most downloaded episode. Shout out to Now and Then that's full circle. Shout out, and that's actually Erin's birthday episode. So shout out to that. Follow us on Instagram, hospitality_queen. It's our most downloaded episode. So go listen to that bitch.
Epic.
Because it's lit. I don't know what happened on that time, but it's always lit for our birthday. So bam.
It's always lit for our birthdays. I have to go back.
Erin's like, no, we about to call it.
No. I mean, no, for real though. Like, I understand and I respect all the things. Like, I'm not like a racial person or anything like that, but it's just I truly believe, and I wish every listener, everyone that your friends, less is more. Because if like your guys are listening into a very conscious podcast, like, we know things are going on, we understand, but we're not going to live in that energy. I don't need you to tell me that you excited to have a day off. Okay. Because I just want y'all to know, we do this podcast, we do side hustles, we're entrepreneurs. There wasn't no day off. Okay. I had a day off. Okay. So I'm happy that you had a day off. But less is more, friend. Enjoy your day off. Okay. Do you vibe? I want you to know. I had to,
So
because you know what?
I feel
I'm hustling to be great. In the Juneteenth, I had to hustle. I ain't had to be. I couldn't wake up like I mean, I could, but I choose not to have that lifestyle. I wanted to wake up and be like, I'm grinding. Monday, I grind. I actually grind hella hard today. Like, brain power on 1,000. Because it's Monday. It's not about a holiday. Every day is a holiday because I woke up. Every It's a holiday every day. I woke up and I woke up black and beautiful. So it's every day's a holiday, black and beautiful. So don't tell me you had a fucking day off.
so I really don't want to get into my Juneteenth experience at work. I really don't want to. I can't. I can't. But
go there.
we're not.
But you can leave us just a tip on it. Just a tip on it.
No, next year I'm going to that Juneteenth event that I could go to.
Yes.
I'm going because I heard it from afar and I felt like I needed to be there. Like the songs were litty. I was loving it because it was like my people are there.
Mm-hmm.
And what I loved a lot too, that I saw people of all nationalities at the Juneteenth event. And I love that. So there's people that don't really know what it is. I had to educate someone at work about what it was. And I just think it's important. It's really like Independence Day for Black people. And I feel like everyone in your right state of mind should acknowledge and know how special it is. It's literally like 4th of July for Black people. So if you don't know what Juneteenth is, Black people, we were slaves.
I'm at the African.
A law was passed that we are no longer slaves. The slaves didn't know for 2.5 years that they were free. And of course, their masters were not telling them because they wanted to continue the free work. So they didn't tell them. And back then we couldn't read, we didn't know what was going on. We weren't allowed to know things like that. So we kept doing what we were doing. It wasn't until the soldiers came back from the war to tell everybody we're free. So that's how Juneteenth came apart. It was June whatever in 18 something. So that is why Juneteenth came about, because that is our celebration of real independence. It wasn't when in the official, it was 2.5 years later. So just like y'all celebrate July 4th and all that, it's the same thing for us because we did not know that we were free. So I feel like anyone from any nationality should be able to respect that and want to celebrate that with us. Because if you listen to Black music, you have Black friends, and you love Black people, that should be important to you, just like 4th of July, period. So celebrate Juneteenth if you're not white and you're not racist, because it's lit. They had fireworks at the event. It was family friendly. The music was litty. They had hella food trucks. It was so cool. So I just love to even be like a little bit close to where the event was, because I could feel my people. They were singing like old like spirituals and stuff, like really like paying homage to it. And it was just cool to just be near it. I couldn't be real close. Fat Man Scoop was there. It was lit. Like they had a whole stage performers. It looked so cool. So shout out to all Juneteenth events. But next year I'm going. And I'm not working on 4th of July because I don't want to work. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do any like activities myself this go around either. But I got to see a lot after the fact. And I was like, dang, I wish I would have planned to indulge in this as well.
Yeah.
But it's part of the course and finding the balance. Like, you know, eventually we're gonna get in that place where we're like, okay, these are the important holidays that we shall indulge, and we shall. You had a day off, friend. We had a day off.
I'm just always off on Mondays, so
yeah, it is just, you know, it's just like a.
But my apartment complex sent us an email. We're closed today in observance of Juneteenth.
Okay, so make sure you guys send us
Thought that was
any,
interesting.
if you guys did any fun events for Juneteenth that you really enjoyed, share it with us. Email us heyheqs@gmail.com. And if you aren't following us on Instagram, follow us at hospitality_queens. Follow us on YouTube. Check our beautiful faces out, because the facial expressions by far is the best attribute that we have. If you like to hear our voice, the face is going to put that smack down on for you. So I just want to let you know that. And sometimes, that illusion when you're like, I'm like really good at like listening to a voice and envisioning what a person shall look like. So if that's y'all, then that's why you should follow us on YouTube and share with your friends. I hope that you guys enjoyed the holiday. Should you respect the holiday? If you don't respect the holiday and you just doing something on the holiday, that's not the way to go. Find respect, because don't let yourself open your mouth and say anything negligent. I want to repeat that when you apologize, it's because you truly knew after the fact, after learning and educating yourself, you made a mistake. Okay. If you know prior to the act, the apology is now accepted. And this is the HQ PSA. If you know that you are doing something intentional in that moment and it was not coming from a good place, don't hit the apology. And that's all I'm gonna say. And that's just out of respect. We need to grow into growing the fuck up and having accountability, right? I have accountability for my shit. I ain't even gonna say sorry. You know what? I was wrong. Because it's not an apology, because I was wrong. I was probably having a petty Betty moment and I was wrong. My bad. Now, if I truly apologize because I had no idea how you may have felt in that moment, that's an apology, because I'm like, oh, I didn't put two and two together, because that is a real thing.
Yeah.
I need everyone to know the difference, okay? We love y'all here at Hospitality Queens. We want you to follow us, connect with us, get a great laugh. But we need we need to get it together in America, okay? The cow's dying for no reason, okay? They don't deserve that. And we don't deserve the lies. And we don't deserve the deceit. We don't deserve you over here having entanglements without us knowing. We don't deserve none of it. I just want you to know that you gotta take accountability for your shit. That's my just for the tip. That's my affirmation. We are taking accountability. We're owning our shit, and we're growing from it. Period.
Mic drop. So there's a song called "I'm Sorry" by Yo Gotti that I kept thinking of. So I love that song.
I love Yo Gotti, so. And he also has a song on his album Untrapped, which is one of my favorite albums. It was like perfect timing for me. I don't know about y'all, but for me. And first song is Trapped, last song is Untrapped. I do recommend that you get it when you get untrapped. Now, if you're still trapped and entangled, I can't help you. But this is for you when you're working through, I'm in the situation, I'm growing out of it. So I'm here for it.
Woo! I was gonna say something else, but it's gonna go through a whole nother thing. Okay, so I have two things.
Okay.
Oh my god. All right. Erin just got deep on us. Woo.
Sorry.
And make sure you
my soul a little bit. I'm sorry, y'all. I touched my soul.
Rate us on Apple Podcasts.
Please do.
Follow us. Follow. So I saw this thing and I was like, ooh, this touched my whole entire soul. Because I feel like this is like an affirmation. I have two affirmations today, actually. Double up.
Hey, double up.
Okay. I'm doing whatever I want this summer because next year I'm going to be engaged. Period. Okay.
I received it. I received it, friend. Okay.
Received. And then I saw this too. Universe, Thank you in advance for all of the peace, prosperity, love, growth, and beautiful memories that June, July, August, this whole year is going to bring me. My heart is already filled with gratitude for what's to come. The rest of the year, you know what? My life is going to be amazing for me.
I like that. I like that. That was good.
Yeah.
I like that. I received them.
Those two are in my week's screenshots. So
I received them. I'm gonna put that on repeat this week.
I'm
And
gonna
if you
send it
guys
to you.
aren't on, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. Follow me, Get Toned with E on Instagram. Get Toned Wellness for all your wellness needs and healing crystals. Tap into it because she coming through on the affirmation. I'm gonna be engaged next year, y'all. I'm gonna be a whole wife next year, maybe. y'all better checking. Y'all better get into it, sis.
Period.
Taking no prisoners.
Follow me on Instagram, Whitney White 1_ shop my store. Shop 2230 on Instagram and on Facebook. Show us some love. Follow us on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, Google Music, anything. Just follow us, like, share, subscribe, all of that shit. Show us some love because we see that you're all watching, so just show us the love.
We see that you guys are watching, clicking, tapping in, and show us some love. We know we ain't made for everybody, and that we're not trying to be. We want to be made just for you and for you to know that you were called to us to hear these words, okay? You was called to hear these affirmations, okay? Because that was a word, sis. You said I receive. I receive it. I had a snap, y'all. That was like, when you go to listen to that really good word of poetry, like, I'm like, I receive.
It reminds me of Love Jones. Love Jones energy. Yeah.
I'm about to go sage on that. I'm like, on repeat. Thank you.
All right, y'all.
We love y'all. And then, okay, I just realized that today's the 20th, so the Martin reunion is out. I'm about to try to
It's out?
Because it said the 16th, right? June 16th or not?
I didn't really pay attention. What is it on? What's the
out, friend? I don't know because I ain't paying attention either. So I'm about to look up. Because if so,
and the Versus is coming up. There's a lot of shit coming up. Versus Chris Brown is gonna be on Drink Champs. I love Chris Brown.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna watch because Whitney had just told us we're
getting engaged.
Okay, so yeah, it's on, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna watch the Martin reunion. Okay, and we getting our niggas this year.
Right. Bye, y'all.
Peace.